Hi everyone, the next phone we have up is a bit of a classic, as far as I'm concerned it is. I first saw these one of them, when I was attending night school, when I was very much younger than I am now. A gentleman brought one in and I was quite amazed with it. Anyhow, this one I picked up a little bit later. I was fortunate enough to visit Canada, and as I worked in a telephone exchange, I decided to have a look at the Canadian exchanges. This was one at Toronto. And funny enough, the gentleman that was in charge there knew a person that I was actually working with in England, so it is a very small world. It was interesting because the equipment at that time was Strowger equipment, like our old pre-2000 type equipment. Anyhow, leaving that, I decided to purchase one of these phones, and I purchased it in Toronto. Don't know the year, it must have been 70s I would think. I'm not very good at dates. Anyhow, I picked this actual phone up and I bought it in Toronto. Obviously it's made in Canada. Have a look at the handset, which is a standard, I think it's called a G3 handset. See the name there. Northern Electric. The telephone model is known as a Contessa, and you're probably thinking out there, oh no it's not, it's called a Princess. Yeah, if you're in America, the Princess was the edition made by Western Electric. The Contessa, which this one is, was made by Northern Electric. Standard dial, as used in Canada and America. These phones, by the way, appear to turn up fairly freely. They're not particularly rare, but nevertheless they are quite an interesting item. Now let me open this one up. I've already undone it. Here we have the case and what is on the case. Shows the correct case. Northern Electric, made in Canada again. Now this is rather different to what you normally see. Most of these phones that I've come across have got a network which is like a sealed box with all your components inside of it. This one is not. So it's possibly an unusual one, or at that time it was made without the normal network. Here you can see it's got all the bits there, the terminals on little spades that clip in. I won't take the dial out, it's just on a little two screws. You've also got a ringer or a bell. Some of these didn't have a bell, but this particular model does. I think it's probably a model 701. Unfortunately, the underneath has got a little bit damaged. It looks like it says Northern Electric 70. So it looks like this was manufactured in 1970s, which would probably be about right. I know I was out there visiting an aunt, and I was very pleased to get this. Works perfectly, by the way. You've also got a little bulb in there, 6-volt bulb, which lights up. You've got a a little adjuster on there, which you can have it on low glowing all the time, or have it come on when you lift the receiver. It's not particularly bright, but it does work. Possibly in modern times you could probably put an LED bulb in, which wouldn't get too hot to melt the dial, and you'd be able to see it better at night. Yeah, I believe at that one time the covering, this plastic covering, wasn't very good, and it disintegrated, as you can see here. The bell has got a little adjuster for loud and soft. This is obviously a non-modular. This came out before the modular phones came out. That more or less is it, I think. Like I say, I've been told off for rambling. Some people like me rambling, other people don't. So there we are, there's the phone. It's not a clone. They say it's a clone, but it's not. This was the version put out by Northern Electric, which I think is still associated with Western Electric. But the Western Electric version was the Princess, and this one is the Contessa. Other manufacturers, and I'm thinking of, I think it was Kellogg, made one of these. I might even have one upstairs, and that had another name to it. But they're all based on the same design, and very neat. It was intended for the bedroom. Small, compact, fairly heavy, so it wasn't going to skate about as you dialed. They do make press button versions as well, and as I say, quite a nice phone. There are other manufacturers that made similar phones. I'm thinking of the Starlight, which I can put up next, or at some time. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching. Any questions, please leave, and I'll get back to you if I can. So this is the Northern Electric Contessa. 1966 the patent was taken out, and I think it's model 701, and this is dated 70s. Thanks for watching. Thank you.